Hey everyone, it's Kyle. Just got in from softball practice, so I apologize not being a little more professionally dressed. But just to kind of follow up on the post Jay made earlier, yeah, I did have a conversation with a mining facility that is looking to actually expand and create a bigger facility. So they're trying to offload the facility they had. We got some positive feedback. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I do think there's some really strong potential here, and I'm going to seek it out and see if we can make something work. I am getting some clarification on some numbers, some incomes and expenses. You know, I really have to have a good hold on that to make sure everything is good. The mining farm, it's got 385 S19. I'm not sure what models. That's one thing they were clarifying with me. They say it brings in right around, they thought the guy that I talked to was more on the marketing side. He wasn't necessarily one of the guys that ran it. So the quick numbers he crunched were, it made around 100,000 a month. About 55,000 a month of that would have to go towards electricity. Originally I'd looked at trying to buy the entire facility. So a building, probably an acre or two, all of the associated electrical upgrades, transformers, things like that. It was going to be about $1.2 to $1.3 million. So we got talking. I just told him, I was like, I can't justify, you know, over $1 million when I have maybe $50,000 a month profit. They were actually looking at possibly selling those miners outright instead of the building, and then maybe even keeping the building or waiting to find someone that had their own equipment to bring in. So we got talking, and there was a potential, like I said, depending on if the numbers work out, I'm waiting for firm numbers, where we would buy the miners, keep them there. They would essentially act as a hosting facility, but we would pay our own electricity. So we would get the discounted rates. I think it was around 3 to 4 cents a kilowatt, really cheap. So if that can go through, we'll then start working on seeing if we can come to an agreement on the pricing of the miners. They're going to get everything listed as far as what models, what terahash, how old they are, so we can kind of get a good accurate number on what all the equipment's worth. They said they would obviously give a discount if all of it was bought in full, and all we would really be required to pay is maybe another extra $1,000, couple $1,000 a month for them to do any kind of maintenance and service on them. So, you know, it's a really good, really potentially good thing. I don't really have anything set on a timeline. I'm going to start reaching out for financing options once I have a little better grasp on how much they actually make, how much the electricity actually costs. And, you know, if it can profit, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, a month,